Dubai's ruler, Sheikh Mohammed, is known around the world for his wealth and power, but also for the drama surrounding his family, especially the controversies involving his wives and daughters. Most people know about Princess Haya, who famously fled from him. But there's another woman in his past who escaped much earlier, and her story is just as shocking. This woman, Pauline Abu Rached, came from the mountains of Lebanon and wasn't from a wealthy or powerful family. She met Sheikh Mohammed back in the 1980s during one of his trips to Beirut. Their relationship quickly became passionate, but it's unclear if they were ever officially married. Some say that information may have been erased on purpose. In 1992, Pauline gave birth to a son named Suhail. Unlike most royal children, Suhail didn't get his father's last name, Al Maktoum. Instead, he took his mother's surname, Abu Rached. Many people believed he was her only child with the sheikh, but a letter sent to an Arab-American newspaper tells a different story. According to the letter, Suhail was actually Pauline's third child with Sheikh Mohammed. The couple had a daughter, Mariam, in 1987 and a son, Mansour, in 1989. This means Pauline lived in one of the Dubai palaces for at least 5 years, but the other women in the palace never accepted her, maybe because she was a Christian. Just before Suhail was born, things fell apart between Pauline and the sheikh. The letter says he kicked her out of the palace while she was pregnant. He probably didn't know she was expecting another child. If he had, he might have tried to keep the baby. Some believe Pauline ran away on her own to protect her unborn son from being taken from her. She ended up in Lebanon, where she raised Suhail. Meanwhile, her 2 older kids, Mariam and Mansour, stayed in Dubai, growing up as part of the royal family. A photo posted by Pauline years later shows Suhail on the left, Mansour on the right, and Mariam in the middle. The resemblance between them is striking. It's hard not to believe they're siblings, but officially, things look different. According to Dubai's records, Mansour is listed as the son of a different woman named Haya, and Mariam is said to be the daughter of a Lebanese wife named Delila. It's possible that these women were given Pauline's children to raise, since she may have only had concubine status and was a Christian. Suhail, on the other hand, grew up far from royal life. He lived a normal life in Lebanon and reportedly became a soldier. Today, he's in his 30s, completely independent and doing well, but he'll never have the power, status, or money that his royal siblings enjoy. Mansour, for example, was officially recognized by Sheikh Mohammed. He's now a prince and holds high-ranking positions in Dubai, including leading the Dubai Sports Council and the Border Guard Authority. Mariam also grew up in luxury, received a top education, and even married a billionaire from the royal family. Sheikh Mohammed's daughters reportedly receive a monthly allowance of about $270,000 just for personal expenses like handbags and makeup. But Mariam no longer needs the allowance after marrying into even more wealth. Interestingly, Suhail has never met his brother or sister, and even though he missed out on the royal life, his friends say he isn't jealous. In fact, he feels a little sorry for them. They may have grown up rich, but their lives were full of palace drama, power struggles, and strict control from their father. So it leaves us with a big question. Is it better to live a free, simple life, or be a millionaire prince or princess under constant pressure and control? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. This year marked a big moment in the life of Princess Haya. She turned 50, remembered her high-profile marriage to the ruler of Dubai from 20 years ago, and reflected on her escape to London with her children just 5 years ago, after one of the most dramatic divorces the world has ever seen. For years, Haya stayed out of the spotlight, fearing for her safety. But recently, for the first time in a long time, she was seen in public with her children, and they've grown up a lot. So where is Princess Haya living now? What do her kids look like today? And what really happened after she left one of the richest and most feared men in the world? Stick around till the end of the video to find out. Princess Haya's life hasn't been easy. Even though she was born into royalty, she's the daughter of King Hussein of Jordan, and when she was just 3 years old, her mother, Queen Alia, died in a tragic helicopter crash. This brought her closer to her father, who raised her with lots of love and freedom. She grew up strong, independent, and passionate about horseback riding. At 20, Haya fell in love with Bashar al-Assad, the eldest son of Syria's president and future leader of the country. They bonded over their love of horses and shared a deep connection. But that love story ended too soon. Bashar died in a car accident on his way to the airport. She stayed single for the next 10 years. Her friends said she never truly got over Bashar, but eventually, love found her again through horses. She met Sheikh Mohammed at a riding competition in Spain. He was 25 years older, but they fell in love fast and got married soon after. Haya hoped this strong man would make her feel safe, but she didn't realize she was becoming just another wife in a long list. She was his 6th wife, and he already had dozens of children. In his world, many of his wives and daughters never appeared in public. Still, Haya wasn't like the others. From the start, she expected to be treated as an equal, not hidden away. Surprisingly, the Sheikh allowed her more freedom than his other wives. She lived in her own palace and was the only one allowed to visit his royal residence, Za'abil Palace, without permission. She once revealed they spent nearly $3 million just on strawberries in their first few months of marriage. For years, they looked like the perfect couple, always seen together at official events, holding hands and smiling. But behind the scenes, things were falling apart. In 2019, Haya shocked the world by fleeing Dubai with her children. What many didn't know was that Sheikh Mohammed had secretly divorced her months earlier by saying talaq, a traditional Islamic way to end a marriage, without even telling her. That's when the troubles came to light. Rumors spread that Ha was having an affair with her British bodyguard. The Sheikh was furious. Haya began receiving threats and even found a loaded gun on her bed. Twice. Terrified, she fled to the UK and hired top lawyers to fight for her safety and her children. She told the court she feared her husband would kidnap their kids and take them back to Dubai. She even revealed he had plans to marry their daughter Jalila off to Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Jalila was only 16 at the time and already known for her beauty. Haya stood strong and won full custody of her children. The court ordered Sheikh Mohammed to pay her over $730 million, with part of that money set aside for lifelong protection for her and the kids. Another portion is used for living expenses, including $2 million to build a pizza oven and expand the kitchen in their London home. Haya also asked for millions more to replace her horses, jewelry, and designer clothes left behind in Dubai. During the court battle, it came out that the Sheikh had hacked her phone and spied on her and her lawyers. After that, even the Queen of England cut ties with him and banned him from the royal box at horse races. After the divorce, Haya disappeared from public life. She lived quietly in London, worried for her safety. But in 2022, she made a rare appearance at Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, honoring the late monarch alongside her uncle. And just recently, Princess Haya made headlines again. She showed up with her children, Jalila and Zayed, to welcome back the famous yacht maiden from a round-the-world race. This was the first time the public had seen the children in 5 years. People were amazed at how much they'd grown and how beautiful Jalila has become, just like her mother. Today, Princess Haya lives in a huge 12-bedroom estate in Surrey. Plus, she owns a $135 million mansion in a fancy part of London. But even with all the money and luxury, she still lives in fear. At one point, Sheikh Mohammed tried to buy the mansion next door to keep watch on her, but a court stopped him. Her story is a reminder that no amount of wealth can guarantee happiness or safety. What matters most is freedom, peace of mind, and being with the people you love. What do you think of Princess Ha's story? Let us know in the comments.